Hey folks, it's Kevin here on Run 'Cause It's Fun. This is 2 videos in one day. Amazing, especially since I haven't posted a video in months. So here we go. You know what? I have started my Osaka marathon training cycle, and I have been looking around, and I think I'm going to maybe possibly start an actual proper marathon training plan, the Fitzinger marathon training plan. We'll see how that goes. But what I wanted to share with you today was just this evening. It's nighttime here. It's June 30th. Night, hot here in Japan. Very humid. Been raining a little bit right now. Coming back from the supermarket. And I wanted to share with you a story. A lot of strange things happen when you live as an expat in Asia. And I've been living in Asia for more than 10 years now. And I've had some pretty weird running stories as well. Odd things that have happened when I was running. And I want to think back to years ago when I lived in South Korea. And in South Korea, they have mandatory military service for men because South Korea is technically still in a state of war with North Korea. So all men have to serve 2 years, 2 months in the Korean army. And so wherever you go in Korea, you will see a lot of men walking around off-duty wearing military uniforms, whether they're on leave, this or that. So I lived in the city of Busan, which is the second biggest city in South Korea, which is my main YouTube channel is called Busan Kevin. That's why I started doing YouTube when I lived in Busan. I got a population of about 4 or 5 million, and I lived in Haeundae, which is this area by this famous big beach. And there was this kind of area close to where I lived called Donbaek Island, which is kind of a very, very touristy place. Touristy place. And they had on this Donbaek Island, there was a 900-meter cushioned running track. So I love running around that. Knew exactly how far I was running. Cushioned, very good on the hips and the knees and all that stuff. So one day I was out running, and obviously I stand out because I'm not Asian, living in Asia. And I'm running, and if you live in a place like Korea, especially Korea, where people are not shy, it's pretty common when you walk down the road to have children and teenagers yell out, like, "Hello, how are you?" And they'll yell things out in English, and some people want to practice their English with you, and sometimes like drunk people will come up to you on trains or on the street at night and try to speak to you in English. And so I'm running. I think that day I was doing like a 10K run. And as I'm running along, doing I don't know how many laps, but there was a group of about 30 soldiers, Korean soldiers, and they're wearing their camouflage fatigues, their military uniforms. They're obviously all on leave and all on vacation in Busan. And I'm running, and there they all are. And I come up behind them. They're just walking along and laughing and talking and chatting. And as I kind of approach them, I kind of start to pass them. I hear 2 or 3 of them saying, "Hello, how are you? Hello, where are you from?" And so I pass them, and within moments I notice that all of them, about 30 Korean soldiers, have decided that they're going to run with me, and they kind of envelop me into a group. And they're all kind of running behind me, and there's a couple of guys standing on each side of me, and they're like, "How are you? Where are you from?" "I'm from Canada," and this is really awkward and strange. And they're all laughing, and they're all running with me. And again, I mentioned this is a big tourist area, so I think it was a weekend, so there was hundreds of Korean tourists walking around with cameras taking pictures of this area. And they all noticed the scene of this group of Korean soldiers all running with this white guy. And they start laughing, and people are just snapping photos of us and pointing. And it was humiliating and awful and awkward. And I think that these guys were actually legitimately trying to be kind of funny and nice, but it was just, for me, it was horrible. And they ran with me for about a kilometer. And then I realized that these Korean soldiers were not very fit. I was definitely way more fit than they were, because they were like falling off and getting really tired and sweaty. So I don't know if these guys had desk jobs, or I guess it is a conscription type army, so probably not they're not professional quality. But yeah, so there we go. Very awkward, strange, embarrassing, interesting moment, and now I can look back at that time or that story and get a good kick out of it. But at the time, I had a very strange experience in South Korea running. There you go, guys. Run because it's fun. Hope you enjoyed that running story, and stay tuned for more videos about my Osaka Marathon 2012 training and running in general in Japan. As a Kanakistanian, a Canadian. Oh, by the way, tomorrow's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day, everyone. 145 years. Happy birthday, Canada. Yay. Alright.